I just stopped and started the recording.
Okay, thank you, Edwin. So yeah, let's do a round, and I guess you're familiar with that now. If you can give us a bit of your experience today, what you would like to see more, and what you liked about it.
And I just put the survey form link in the chat window too for afterwards if anyone wants to fill it out.
Yeah, great. Thank you, Edwin. Thank you so much. Who would like to start? Carolina, are you feeling okay starting with sharing how was your experience with today?
For me, it was interesting thing. I think interesting thing happened today. I was thinking about the fact that actually it wasn't just practicing empathy dialogue. It was kind of discussion on the topic, and many of us was making notes and kind of developing our own view on the subject. And it was like a regular discussion through the method of empathy dialogue. That was interesting. That's actually what I would like to do. Well, I'm politically engaged, and I think that's what we need, because mostly when I participate in any political discussion is kind of not listening what others say, just preparing for what I want to say. And that discussion was different because we have to reflect each other, and we were still discussing everyone's view. That was very interesting.
Oh, lovely. I love to hear that. Thank you, Carolina. Jack, would you like to go next?
Yeah, I'd agree with what Carolina said. I was this is my first time in an empathy circle, and I was surprised the extent to which we were talking about ideas rather than feelings, the extent to which we were discussing, practical solutions and things. I found it really engaging.
Sorry. It's Jack is my husband, and he's in the same room than me, so some coordination here. Okay, Bill, would you like to go next?
Sure. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate hearing from people all over the world. It makes me feel hopeful that people who are different than I am are concerned about the same thing. I think that's a basis of dialogue, and I hope some of the people that actually every one of you who watch this go out and start a dialogue. Thanks.
Well, a call for action, Bill. Thank you. Edwin, would you like to go next?
Yeah. So while people were talking, because it was a larger group, so it was like more time and space, I was able to take a lot of notes. And then with the notes, I started trying to integrate what was said, creating categories and putting it in. So there was time for sort of this integration of the ideas and to be able to reflect back the overall integration of it. So that kind of brings up a subject of, being able to harvest what we do here and how do we work with it, and is there some way of doing more note-taking, taking minutes, or having some other ways of sort of harvesting the insights. And I also like how we were moving towards sort of hope and action, so that action component. And I really enjoyed talking about the Occupy empathy, because it's something, it's kind of an action thing that I've been thinking about. And the other is just curious about the involvement, like how to get more people involved to take part. So I did kind of spread the word out a lot. I know you invited a lot of people, and how do we just get more people kind of engaged? So those are some kind of questions that I had. That's it.
Yeah, thank you, Edwin. Yeah, I'm wondering the same thing as well. How can we have the solutions? How can we bring more people on board? Yeah, it was very interesting as well. this arc evolution of like from the fears, and then the poop kind of shifted a bit the conversation towards hope and nature, and then solutions and empathy design, and then finishing with community and love. That was quite beautiful, and focusing on our humanity. And I love this concept, Bill, that it's like not hate, but a lack of love, and that's what we need to focus on. I started very low, and I felt really brought back up a bit by this conversation, and again decided that having Daya from India and Carolina from Poland, and you guys are in the US, like it feels that we are not alone, and that it does give me hope as well, on top of having all the solutions. and it brings more questions to me as well, and I'm excited we are continuing that as well every month, and I would love as well to hear what topics, under the umbrella of climate change, what would you like to focus on more? Like I was thinking next time talking about the Green New Deal, but would be really willing to hear, like, if you guys want to focus on something in particular. We'd love to have different like empathy circles on that. I think it's a great place to wrap up now. If anybody has any questions or anything, we'd love to also invite the viewers. Please join us. Yes, Carolina, please.
Jessica, so maybe you would create a kind of poll on the profile, like Edwin does.
Yeah, I did last time. Actually, there was a poll on Facebook group about what kind of question would you like. I think we started to have a bit of question, and that's also that's it. Actually, thank you for saying that, Carolina. This is why we had the question today. What were your concerns and fear? Because the majority of people chose that question. I don't know what is the second biggest question we had, but we can repost the poll, or we can do another poll on the Facebook group if you want, Carolina, so that you can put your own question if you want.
No, it was just I didn't realize that was a poll. Maybe I kind of miss out.
Yeah, we could add the Green New Deal as a topic there. See, I'm fine with that one here.
Yeah. So yeah, Carolina, like if you want to see something, it's in we post usually on the Facebook group. And don't hesitate to send a message to me or Edwin if you have any like questions or whatever. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. I'm feeling so grateful, and it really warms my heart to see you again.
Thanks for facilitating too.
Take care, guys.
Thank you.